Look at this. Phillips first. Philip is on his game tonight. Amy, how you doing? Awesome, Philip. Awesome. Hello. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. Tea is being spilled. Wow, I wonder if they saw the new rules and guidelines about that. Oh, brother. People will never learn. They'll never learn. Amy, coming in with the 2,000. What? I mean, is this real? I think Amy might be drunk. Well, yeah, it's okay to be honest, but you need, with all the stuff that's been now instituted, you gotta be careful. So we'll be starting momentarily. If you've not shared the broadcast, if you could share the broad, greatly appreciated. Well, they're focusing on people not being harassed anymore. Because of you, Amy, because of you. Well, it says I'm 44. I don't know where you got 9 from, but that's okay. Smiling Day, welcome. Now that means there's 9 people in this stream, Amy, if you're looking at the wrong number. I'm 9th. Well, it's 44 on my side. Max, thank you for inviting. I don't know. Mine is saying 44, but okay. I'll believe you. I'll believe you. So guys, we'll be starting momentarily. If you have not shared out the broadcast, please do so. We have 2 wonderful people on tonight, so yeah, it's going to be good tonight. The story of my life, Amy. Max, thank you for becoming part of the family. Malin Way, thank you for the 400, my dear. Thank you. Mystical Safe, welcome. Mystical Safe, thank you for the 400. A beer, welcome. Thank you for inviting your friends as well. If you shared the broadcast, please hit that share button and invite your friends. You're hyper. A beer, thank you for the 50. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the talk. Tonight, I do need to quickly make one note. The opening credits for who's on tonight did not include everyone because it was last minute. We were getting people confirmed. So we do have two guests tonight. Absolutely two guests tonight. One is Smiling Charlie, just got partnered on the platform, so YouNow's newest our partner. And also we have Malin Way, who is an artist here. If you've not seen her, her work is absolutely amazing. So definitely check both out. And as we get ready to go, thank you all very much for all the likes, all the sharing out of the broadcast. If you've not shared the broadcast out, if you could please do so, it'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, so let's just get right on into it. Hold on. You know, actually, before I do this, because my screen here is glitching a bit, and I don't want it to happen once everybody's here. Okay, hopefully this is better. I don't know why it was glitching before, but hopefully this is better, and it'll be okay. If it's not, just let me know, and we'll take care of that. So our first guest up today is Smiling Charlie. So let's bring him in right now. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Long day today, but I'm doing good. You look very good as well. I'm glad to see you. I
Thank
know
you.
we had some problems. Smiling Charlie was scheduled last week, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was last
And
Thursday.
yeah, and that was the day that he hit his 5,000. So understandably, he had to take care of business. So
Well, I love to explain that a little bit. I was I
sure.
I was getting ready. I was telling everybody I'm going over to Mathew's show. So when he comes on, we're gonna go over there. Well, then VIP came and VIP came in and they inundated me with people. And all I kept seeing was fan and fan and fan and fan and fan. I only people.
Right.
And next thing I know, I'm 5,000 and like one or two. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like freaking out and we're dancing and all this other stuff. And I kept telling some of my viewers that know me really well, I kept saying, go tell Matt I'm tied up. I'm sorry. I just hit the 5,000. I wicked sorry. And yeah, and then they're telling me to put my application in and all this other stuff. It was crazy.
Oh yes, oh yes. You know, and that's the thing. It all comes at once. It all comes at once. So you gotta do what you gotta do. So for those that are here that maybe they don't know who you are, maybe they've not seen your broadcast before, tell us about you. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I broadcast 7 days a week, every day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays, we talk about Big Brother. Tuesdays is always Positive Tuesday. That's where it's me and I bring in another streamer who also will guest with me, and we'll talk about positivity on the platform and what we need to do to be more positive in ourselves and on the platform. Wednesdays is one of those hit or miss days, games on Wednesdays, or we'll just sit and chat. It depends on what the audience wants. Thursdays is me and Dream's show, and it's let's talk, real talk with Smiling and Dream, and we talk about things you know and things in Canada and in the United States. And then Friday is Shout Out Friday, and that's where anybody that needs to get to their goals or their next badge or thing they need, they can come on Fridays and shout themselves out and tell everybody about what they do and try to gain some fans if that's what they need. And then Saturday and Sunday is just chill out. We do whatever decide to do.
That's pretty good. Definitely have the whole week all set up. I noticed it was you and Magda this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good because there's so much little stuff going on the platform.
Right.
it's good to have people that are broadcasting and trying to push forward positivity. You don't find it very much anywhere.
No, you
So
don't. And that's
yeah, it's good to know that there's other broadcasters doing that, and I'll definitely have to stop by. I was writing all those down when you were talking, so that way I know what's going on. Um, so what did you do before you now?
before YouNow. This is
Yeah.
funny. Okay. I was a group home manager,
Okay.
and that was my whole job. I was a group home manager. I took care of um, 8 individuals that were mentally um, handicapped in the house and ran everything in for the individuals. At the same time, I would come home and I would have 6 individuals that were currently homeless live with me, and I helped them get themselves back on their feet, and then eventually move out and be on their own. I've been doing that for some 20 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
What what made you come to you now?
It's really funny. I was watching a YouTube video and I really got into Boz to Melody, one of their songs, and they had a video and it was showing them, and they were like, "Wow! Thank you for the 1,000 bars. Thank you for the 5,000 bars. Thank you for the 400 likes. Thank you." And I'm like, "What are they watching? What are they doing?" And then they said, "Welcome to YouNow." And I'm like, all right, I gotta find out what this YouNow is because it sounds like a whole lot of fun. So I checked it out, and my first day on here was a Friday night. Um, I was not in the best of moods. I was actually off the wall. I was kind of really depressed at the time and thinking stupid thoughts. And I came on and I ran into Unnecessary Max and KC90, and they were broadcasting, and I was watching them together, and they made me laugh, and and it was just like ongoing and ongoing, and I kept laughing, and it was so incredible that I got my red crown that first night.
What?
Yeah,
Wow. I have never heard that.
yeah, I got my first crown that very first night.
That is crazy. Wait a minute, you got your first crown that night on their broadcast?
On their broadcast.
Wow. I'm sure they were very happy about that.
Yeah. And
They're both great broadcasters, so
yeah,
that's so good. Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, it is crazy.
yeah. I didn't realize how much it was at the time. 'Cause I was having so fun and I was drinking
Oh,
and not paying attention to what I was doing. And I just kept running out of bars, and it was with the dragons. And I liked the dragon, and
oh yes.
I just kept doing the dragon, and I got into a like war, and yeah, so it was
That
fun.
is crazy. So, really quick, everybody that's in the audience, also anybody, because we are also broadcasting on YouTube Live. So if there's anybody that has any questions, please just put them in the chat, and I will most certainly see them and we'll ask them. So, how long have you been actually, like your total amount of time? How long have you been on YouNow?
From January of 2018.
Wow. That is absolutely good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you said the dragon, well, actually, when you said you went into their broadcast, I knew it's not recent, but I mean, they've not been together that long. So then you said the dragon,
Right.
I'm like, wow, this has to be like this year. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
it was the last week in January, to be honest. And yeah, I didn't stop broadcasting. Actually, I started broadcasting on February 10th.
February 10th.
February 10th of 2018.
That's crazy. Wow. That is, I mean, I always tell people that you are one of the broadcasters on this platform that works very, very hard. And even all the way to the very last minute of getting that 5,000, you always worked hard. I would always get notifications for you like 3-4 times a day. So I always tell people, I think I even tweeted when you actually hit that 5,000 after the show, I tweeted congratulations to you, and I put, this is one person that truly deserves it.
You actually did.
Well, because you go into people's broadcasts all the time, and you don't really see, well, I don't really see that kind of effort that you put into it. I mean, you used to do all different things. I mean, even in the end part, you were going social media, you were putting up advertisements. You used to even advertise for other broadcasters. Isn't that correct?
Yep. Yeah. I
So
still advertise for other broadcasters.
Yeah, and again, you don't see that often. So, yeah, I mean, what better of a person to get this? Let me check our YouTube. So, when you're on, but you're not broadcasting, when you go on to watch everybody's streams, what pulls you into a broadcaster's stream?
It's different things. If they do something that catches my interest, like if they're talking about a subject and I happen to like the subject, I'll jump into it. For me, if someone's new and I can see that they're struggling, I will jump into their stream and I will go, hey, how you doing? I noticed that you're new. Let me start off by saying, hey, welcome to YouNow. I hope all your dreams come true. And I hope you find broadcasters that make you laugh, too. And then if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And that's how we usually start it off. And then I'll just, I'll go through some of the functions with them, and then they'll say, I'll be like, it's a little easier if I guest with you. So then I'll guest with them, and then I'll explain, like, the captured moment button, and the share button, and the thumbs up button, and a lot of them don't even know what they are.
Right.
And they don't know the features that they have on this app. So I will, literally go and explain the app to them, and to make it, them as individuals. And
yeah, I mean, that's very important too. When there's so many new people, and especially if they come from another platform that might be similar to YouNow, and they
Hmm.
came here because they were upset. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, just recently that happened to me, and he didn't know what anything was on it. He was just, all right, I'm going to broadcast. People were asking him to do certain things, and he didn't know. But yeah, and see, I mean, and I've never seen you upset or angry. And
I Go ahead.
yeah, I think that's also something that I'm trying to think how to say it the right way. Um, everybody comes here. It's fun. They do it for fun, or they're getting paid for it. It's kind of like if you're angry or something is really bad going on, you leave it at the door. You come on, and I know from talking to people when they've come to your broadcast, it's been people going through a lot of serious things, and I asked them, well, what did you do? Well, I went to Smiling Charlie's broadcast, and a lot of people have been saying that you've helped them out of some of their toughest times. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I am aware of a few, not that many, but a few. Um, and yes, Max, I did lose my cool for about 5 seconds with one person. He made sure he put that up. But that was because the person had a lot of talent, and he really would be good for this app. And I literally had to be really stern with this person and say, "Hey, no, don't give up. You're gonna get what you deserve. Just stick with it." And then, sure enough, the next week he got parted.
Oh wow.
So it's like he got a rejection letter and he got upset, and I'm like, "Chill. You got to prove yourself. Prove you now wrong. Do everything you need to do to move forward." And to this day, he'll still say he's glad that I talked to him. So I do know of him. Max, Max London Smile.
Uh-huh.
He came to my broadcast, and I greeted him just the way I told you I do, because he was new, and he's been with me ever since he started. So,
Hearing
and
your name.
yeah, and he adds the name. So I mean, that's a great honor that he did that, and I look at it that way. I have a lot of people that do come in, and I'll talk to them, and I'm willing to help anybody. And if someone's down, I'm willing to help them out. I mean, I might not have all the answers, but if I don't, I'll find the answers out to help you. So I have a whole corner full of books.
Hey, if you got to turn to them, you got to turn to them.
Yeah. I
Out
mean,
of the
I
people
didn't.
that are, hmm?
I mean, a lot of people don't know, but I do have a degree in applied behavioral science. So I do have a lot of psychology background.
Well,
Um,
that's good to know. I'm going to write that down because I have a lot of people that come to my streams when they're in search of advice or they, need help with something.
so I mean, and I am going for my master's in both this year. So that was the other reason I went to streaming, because it would be a little easier to get my degree if I'm streaming and working less, and
Right.
I'm doing the schooling. So
Out of all the people that are on the platform, who would you like to collab with? Maybe work on a project with someone?
right now, like I said, I am working on a project with Dream. Um, there is one broadcaster who really shocked me. And just in this 5 months that I've been on here has changed a great deal in their platform, in the way they present themselves, the whole nine yards. And that would be you.
Me?
I would love to do something with you. Because
I have to write that down.
You write that down. Because I would love to do something with you. Because I've watched you, and I've been watching you, and you have changed tremendously. I mean, even your intro tonight, I was in awe by your intro. By the way, your beginning of your show started. It looked like a TV show. That's amazing. There's almost no one on this platform that does that.
Plot twist, didn't expect that, right, Amy?
So,
well, thank you.
And I gotta thank Philip for that, because Philip's the one that actually introduced me to you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Philip tonight. I'm very glad to see Philip.
Yeah, what's up, Philip? Did that? He was, Charlie. You need to come see him. You need to come see him. And it was when homeless stuff was going on, and you were talking about leaving, and everybody was in the chat telling you not to leave. And yeah, I remember that day vivid. And I'm like, all right. And then I just kept watching you. I mean, you have grown, and you're gonna outshine some of these broadcasters pretty soon. These partnered broadcasters.
Very, very kind of you. Very kind. So, with everything on YouNow, how it stands, were you at the meeting that was with the D?
Yes.
How do you feel about all the changes that are coming?
I think in the long run they're going to be good. I think it's going to be good for YouNow with them promoting it more, which is amazing to draw people in. The gift changes, talking about possibly making a $2,500 bar, and not just $5,000 and a $13,000. There'll be a $2,500 one. Changing up the free spin gifts. I think those are all great, and it's phenomenal. To have your own moderators in your chat is going to be a heaven sent for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was kind of weird because with the block low level chat, medium chat, I didn't even know it was already on. And the other day, it was the weirdest thing. And there's people in here tonight that was there. I got flooded, literally flooded with. It had to be the same person. It had to be. And it was the first time I had to use that, and it was quite interesting. You know, I don't know what the numbers are. You know, what's considered low or
level 4. It's anything lower than 4.
Oh.
And I only found that out because I was in Loki's, and Loki was testing it out.
Okay. Very good. Well, that's good to know, because we were all wondering, and I didn't have the answer for that. Yeah, Amy, you were there. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's anything lower than a level 4.
Does anybody in the audience right here have any questions for Smiling Charlie as I check YouTube? Good over there. What advice would you give to people that are just starting out on the platform?
try to be persistent. Have continuity. Be yourself. That's your main thing, is be yourself. You know, you do not want to try to be someone else. You need to be yourself. Because if you're not yourself, the audience and they can tell. And that is the main key, is be yourself. You know, make sure, you know, especially, guys, you may not realize, in the first month of February, I did not have my fans. I didn't broadcast that often. And then, when in February, I started to gain more fans. And I talked to Loki, and Loki guessed me, and we talked, and I gained some more fans. And from February to July, that I was getting partnered. That was it. So we did a 12-hour broadcast to get my first 1,000 fans. And then I hemmed and hawed for a little while. I wasn't, you know, if I get them, I get them. I guess some other broadcasters. Guys, don't be afraid to ask to guest broadcasters. Seriously, don't be afraid to ask. Just to get you known. And I'm not talking they have to be high broadcasters. They could be low broadcasters too, and medium broadcasters. That's the only way you get exposure. That and talking in the chat. You get a lot of exposure with talking people in the chats. But then it was like, alright, I hit the 2,000 mark. I'm like, alright, this is going to happen. I'm going to keep going. Then I hit the 3,000 mark, and I'm like, ooh, it's getting better. I hit the 4,000 mark. Now, I'm getting to 5,000. It's almost the end of July. I set my goal for the end of July. I'm getting partnered. I got to do it. 5 days. Over 1,000 fans in 5 days.
That's incredible.
But that's because I was on Sunday, 24 hours. I had to stop at 18. Don't know why, but it stopped me at 18, and I had to restart. Yeah. And I did the same thing on Monday. And I did Sleep and Squad on Tuesday. And then Wednesday came, I only needed like 200. Then Thursday morning came, and I needed like 100. And then it was 50. No, it was 60. And then that's when VIP came in and finished it off. And I'm like, I was like, I did it. Now, the trick is to get partnered.
Right.
I'm like, it's a Thursday. I gotta put in an application. It's a Thursday. How is this gonna happen? How is this gonna happen? I'm like, it's Thursday. It's late. Oh my God, I'm not gonna get it. So I put it in, and I'm like, and everybody in the chat kept saying, no, Charlie, you're gonna do it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Because in my letter, because I tried to get partnered when I hit 4,000. Not 4,000, it was like 3,500. I tried to get partnered. And in the letter, it stated to me, you need 5,000 fans, and then you'll get partnered. I'm like, alright. So I'm like, oh, I got to 5,000. What the heck? I put my application in. I'm like, okay. We'll see. Friday morning came. Nothing. Alright. Friday afternoon, 12 o'clock, nothing. Okay. Friday afternoon, 2:30, nothing. 3:15, I didn't see anything. I went and joined Loki's broadcast, and
Yes,
I'm
you
in
did.
there,
That's right.
and I was in there, and I was talking, and Ashley came in, and I said to Ashley, Ashley, I said hi, just like I normally do. When she comes in, I always try to make, hey, hi, Ashley, how you doing? And I get a message back in the chat. Charlie, go look at your email.
Oh, it was
I'm
in the
like,
chat.
it was in the chat.
Okay, because I remember Loki saying, "Why don't you go check your email?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah, that's because Ashley said in the chat to go check my email. So to go check the email, because Loki said go check my email. Ashley's saying go check my email. I'm like, I gotta go check this email. So I went and
Right.
checked the email, and sure enough, it was a partner. And I was like, oh my god, not even 24 hours.
Right.
Not even 24 hours, and I'm partner. And oh my god, this is amazing. And of course, I cried a little bit. Then I went on Loki's show, and I was like, Loki guessed, Charlie, you want to guess? And I'm like, yeah, I'll guess. And I was
Oh.
like, I was in shock, and it was like a feeling of this isn't real. I'm
Right.
still dreaming, and it didn't seem real to me. So that's how it went.
Well, think about it. Of everything that you've done since you came onto the platform, you've been breaking like all the impossibles. If you look at it, like, okay, you got your producer crown in one broadcast. You got your 5,000 in a very short period of time. You know, you can just keep going on and on, and yeah, you are. So because I watched your broadcast, and I remember you were guested with someone. Who was that? I can't remember, but I remember you were guested with someone, and you were talking about it, and you're like, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. And then you were telling this person that, okay, yeah, I might get 5,000, but then I'm expecting to lose a few, and you had like this plan in your head, and yeah, you didn't think you were going to get it that night. Were you awake when it happened, or did you wake up and find it that way?
Well, what happened?
When you hit 5,000?
No, I was awake.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was streaming. I'm gonna go see you. I was supposed to go to your broadcast,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
and then the VAV, and they came in and finished it off, and I was like, oh my goodness. But no, Matt. Just like you said though, and that's what I encourage streamers to do. Always have a plan. I have a plan for a plan for a plan. So it's like I have a plan in my head right now of when I'm gonna get my sub button.
All right. All right.
So it's like I have a plan, and I'm just gonna keep chugging along. I'm gonna take my time a little bit in the beginning, but you'll know when I got it in my head that I'm getting my sub button because I'll kick
Well,
gun ho and stream and get it.
yeah, I don't think, I'm going to say I don't think it'll be long. That'll be another record that you break.
So
And that's the thing too. If there's people that are in the audience now that have not seen Charlie's broadcast, you've got to go over and see it. Um, there's been, since we started this show, we've had a few partners on, and again, there's not a broadcaster that I can even compare Charlie to. So definitely, if you've not seen him, definitely go over there and learn from someone that knows what they're doing. Absolutely knows what they're doing. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years,
Yep.
I actually see myself broadcasting on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
What type of broadcasting?
That's what I'm still trying to figure out. But that is my goal, is to eventually end up on TV broadcasting.
And that's
Either
going
as
to
a
be
news
when we
broadcaster or
see him.
a reality broadcaster, something to that nature, yeah.
Wow. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Not at all.
YouNow is... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, anyone has any questions, go ahead and write them in the chat, and we'll have Charlie answer them. You were saying YouNow.
Oh, yeah. YouNow has definitely changed my life for the better in a lot of aspects. And, you just keep moving forward, and no matter what. YouNow keeps messing with me. What do you mean? They keep messing with you.
Yeah,
that was in the chat.
Will D. What do you mean? You're getting messed with. What do you mean?
Thank you for the avocado.
That's her favorite sticker, that avocado.
I don't know what he means. So it's like, because I could probably explain some of the stuff. If there
was one thing you would change about your broadcast, what would it be?
I honestly don't think I would change anything major. You know what I'm saying? The shows I'd like to do definitely more realistic and have more realistic TV, like more like a TV show type thing. I definitely do see myself having a background for my shows instead of the room background that you see. Just better quality. I do see me getting a mic, which actually is happening this weekend. I am getting a mic. I am going to get a better camera. Even though this camera says it's HD, I don't think it's HD. It don't anyway.
Is it a standalone camera or the one in your computer?
It's the one in the computer. That's why I want to get a standalone, because everybody says a standalone's better quality.
Yep.
So, I am going to get a standalone camera. And I am getting a mic. Because you guys gotta keep setting little goals to improve yourselves. And talking about improvements, anybody that's not partnered that I am watching, there is a contest that it starts. I'll be announcing 10 people. I'm actually watching now, and there's 3 of us right now that are watching broadcasters, that are watching partner broadcasters, that are watching other broadcasters. And we'll be announcing 10 at the end of the month that will move on in September. And at the end of the month, down to the final 3. And the first prize winner wins 100. The second is 50. And the third place is 25. And they're all Visa gift cards, so they can do and spend it the way they want to. And that is for the broadcasters that improve their broadcast.
Very good, very good. Actually, kind of like giving back.
Yeah.
Exactly, Amy, exactly. Welcome, Jamie, welcome.
You know, and that's exactly.
Go ahead.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to give back to everybody that was there, helping me, and to make some of these new broadcasters that just come in feel welcome and you know get some kind of recognition a little bit.
Yeah, and it is scary for people. You know, this is a different platform. If you look at all the platforms that are out there, this is a little bit different. It's more, you got to put yourself out there. So yeah, for someone that comes in, they're brand new, it could be very a scary thing for them. So yeah. And the other thing, when you were saying, you know, improving, like you said, you're getting a mic, and you know, you'd like the background. I just noticed when I look down into the corner of your screen, you're using Manycam.
Yep.
That is how my background is on right now.
Is it?
Yeah, I went through on Google, and I just searched a whole bunch of high quality pictures of studios and put it into the Manycam, and that's how that's on.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's one of the things I got to do is I want to upgrade on the Manycam. I got to pay for them, and
right now they're running a deal too. They're running a deal, $39 permanent lifetime Studio Pro.
Oh, really?
From Manycam, yeah, you'll never have to buy the license again.
Oh, well then, guess what?
That's what you'll need that because the green screen is included in that.
Then guess what? I'll probably have it this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a bargain compared to what it normally is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, that will too tough right now, dude. Then we'll wait. That will come first.
Yeah, and so many things you can do. I mean, you can even split the screen into 4 and have 3 other guests with you.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely.
So that's definitely a good thing.
Came in. If you have any questions for Charlie, put them in the chat, and we'll definitely ask him. Charlie, for those that don't know, has just been partnered recently with this platform. And so we're just talking to him today to get advice from him and tell us, you know, how he did this. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Everyone that's on YouTube, YouTube, if you have questions, go ahead and write them down in the chat you're on, and I will convey them over as well. There was another one I was going to ask you. Oh, yeah. What would you like to see as YouNow moves forward to make the platform better?
I would honestly like to see YouNow come up with a welcome thing, a welcome video to introduce the people to the chat, to just explain what it's about, explain the features in the chat and in this platform. That would be a great thing. I would love to see that. I would love to see more animation on their gifts. Don't get me wrong, they got really good animation as it is, but come on, guys, it's 2018. Do better.
And they have on Rise right now. They just did add a welcome video, so yeah, that's very possible.
Yeah. So I mean, it's you gotta think ahead, and with Addie saying that they're gonna stop promoting this month. Yeah, well, if you're getting new people in and there's no one to help them, they're gonna be like, okay, I know my first day, when I first started to broadcast, I'm asking people that was in my chat, and thank God it was just Jennifer, who's been with me since day one. Since me and her, my very first broadcast, it was me and her in the broadcast. And I'm asking her what these things were. Some of the stuff that I didn't know what it was. I didn't know that I could have captured moments that first night with Max and them. I didn't know that.
Right.
I didn't know what the V was to share. I'm like, they're all saying, share the broadcast, share the broadcast. I'm like, how do you share the broadcast? Hey, guys, come see this? I mean, that's what I honestly thought. And I was like, but yeah, so it would be nice to have a welcome video for this one. And you are right, they did do one for Rise, but they should do one for this.
Right, so. Yeah, it's possible, yeah. Well, all right. But, I mean, I just love the spirit that you have. You're always positive. Like I said, I never see you in a bad mood or ever going after someone. It's amazing. You are an amazing person. Someone even wrote that in the chat. Yes, you are. And, for everything that you've done and worked so hard for, I'm so happy that you got the partnership. And, I can only see great things to come. And I can't wait to see the things to come because you're very determined, and that in of itself is going to give people, like you said, you were talking to someone that didn't want to stay. It's going to give them that hope that they need. And, for people that are going through things, like you said, you're there and people can come to you. So it's good that there are people like you, and, don't stop doing what you're doing because it's definitely needed on this platform. And, yeah, I will I got your schedule now, so I will definitely be in your streams because I always I see you, you'll be trending, and I'll say, oh, let me go over. So now I know exactly the times that you're going to be on.
Yeah.
So, does anyone have any last minute questions for Charlie? And I can't wait for your sub button because I'm sure the sticker will be quite creative.
Actually, it's actually being, and someone's drawing it right now as we speak. They are coming up with ideas, and going to run them by me. And then once I get the sub button, then I'll submit it to you. So.
See, that's the thing, positive thinking. You already got it manifested in the sticker. It's already being born.
Yeah. I wanted to give it a week, before I did it, to see how the first week went. But now that tomorrow's been a week, now it's to move forward and, strive for what I want. and people see it, and and now that you just said that, yeah, they'll have amazing things gonna happen.
All right. Well, like I said, I am so happy that we finally got to talk and you come in, and your story is amazing, and I only wish great things for you as you continue through your career here on YouNow, and for everything else that you want. So
Thank
thank you
you.
so very, very much for being here. I appreciate it very much.
Oh no, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. Like I said, I've watched you, for a while. And I've seen a lot of changes in you as a broadcaster in itself, and you definitely deserve to be out there now. Seriously, you are bringing a higher standard to you now. So, just wanted to say that to you.
Well, thank you very, very much. That means a lot. All right. I will definitely see you this week. And again, everyone, definitely check out Charlie's broadcast. All positive things that he's doing, and it's something that is desperately needed. So check him out if you've not, because you will not be disappointed. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right. So that was Charlie. And what a breath of fresh air. I mean, you go into people's streams all the time, and it just radiates positivity from him. And I'm so happy that he got what he needed to become partner. And God, that story was amazing. How he accomplished everything he's done in that short of a time. So definitely something for everybody to definitely follow. So as we move on in the night here, Malin Way is going to be our next guest. We're going to just take like a 2-minute break, and Malin Way I know is here. So if you could, Malin Way, up in that guest queue, and we'll get you right on. And if there's anything that you guys think of, especially everyone on YouTube Live, if you have questions, just put them in the chat, and we'll definitely get them right off to the person that's being interviewed. So, all right, guys, be right back. All right, guys. As we back, oh, there we go. She's in there now. So let us bring Malin Way on. I've just to give you kind of a little bit of insight. Malin Way came into my broadcast one day and was just so nice. And from the time that I met her, she's been coming in like almost daily, and she's an amazing artist. We don't have a lot of people on the platform that are doing the type of art that she does. I mean, if you've gone to her broadcast, then you absolutely know what she does. And I'm gonna let her pretty much talk about that. And yeah, so let's go ahead and bring her in. Oh no, I think there's gonna be a problem. Well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. There might be a problem with her camera because it's scrambled on the guest queue. But let's see. Knows there's always things like that happen. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Hi.
How are you? Oh,
I'm good.
I
Thanks.
don't have any audio. No audio. Hold on a sec. Let me see if we can correct that. Try now.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Now you're coming in. Very good. Well, welcome and thank you so very much for coming on. I know you were thinking about it, and I'm glad you said yes.
Yeah, I'm a bit
So-
awkward. So.
Yeah. So for people that don't know who you are, if they've not gone to your broadcast, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, I'm an artist, and I mostly do like colorful portraits, kind of detail, mostly like watercolor drawing. And I'm getting back to like oil painting, and I want to do like more sculpting and stuff.
Okay.
I'm 25, Norwegian, so awkward English.
So you're from Norway.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I know a few people from Norway that are on here. So, where did you learn to do this?
I don't know really. Like, I have always been drawing. I've been taking classes since I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I've been studying fashion design, and then I went to art school for fine art.
Wow. I didn't know you did sculpting. That's pretty cool.
I haven't done much of it, but I want to like try it more.
Okay. What is, out of everything that you do, what is the one thing that you do the most of?
Probably drawing, like mixed media with watercolor and color pencils. Like I love like trying
And,
to use different media.
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Did you ever get a new camera?
No,
I know
not
you were
yet.
trying to get a new camera. Not yet.
I have to get like a new
But you're...
computer first.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, what brought you to YouNow?
I don't know. I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3 even. A lot of YouTubers that I were watching came on here. So, and it was like a lot of vegans. So I was kind of obsessed with like vegan YouTube at the time. So, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I didn't really start broadcasting for like last year, I think. But I've had
Okay.
like a lot of long breaks, so I haven't been like that consistent.
Well, that's weird because it always seemed like it seems like I always see you.
I don't know. I just feel bad when I'm gone for a while, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, there's people that come to see you, and then they start wondering, oh, where'd she go? What's going on?
Yeah.
So, what did you do before you came to YouNow?
don't know, like,
Were you on any other platforms? Were you utilizing any other social media?
uh, I've never been broadcasting until now. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
before I just did Instagram for my art. Now I'm trying more like YouTube and stuff as well.
Oh, I didn't even know you were on YouTube. Do you same
It's just like
principle as you
drawing
do?
from it. What is
How
that?
long have you been on you? How long have you been on YouTube?
Just for a year.
How
So
many
maybe
subscribers?
I haven't been taking it seriously yet. Like I think I have like just like 30 videos, and it's just drawing time lapses so far.